BJ, very basic Bible time. Gonna do a Bible topic because I ran out of time to do a longer thing. Share screen. Do a quick basic Bible topic. Let's choose us a book of scripture, the Psalms. Look at that, 150. Wow. All right, let's look at let's hit up some Exodus 34. Let's go see what Exodus 34 has in store for us. Okay. I'm gonna go down until I find this isn't me going, let's just open the Bible and God will lead me to a place. No, no. Oh, there's no break in the chapter. Like, no. Here, I'll just start. Here we go. Okay. Then Aaron and the sons of Israel, seeing that the face of Moses was radiant, were afraid to approach close by. And being called by him, they turned back, both Aaron and the leaders of the assembly. And after he had spoken to them, I think the him is Moses, and the they is Aaron and the leaders of the assembly. Okay, if you look up here, when Moses descended from Mount Sinai, oh, hey, here's a break. I missed it. See the little subheadings? Yeah. Okay. When Moses descended from Mount Sinai, he held the two tablets of the testimony, and he did not know that his face was radiant from the sharing of words with the Lord. And let's go read it in a little. Right over here. Now it happened when Moses was coming down from Mount Sinai, and the two tablets, parentheses, and the two tablets of the testimony were in Moses's, Moses. There's a apostrophe, hand, as he was coming down from the mountain, close parentheses. That Moses did not know that the skin of his face shone because of his speaking with him, capital H, must be God. Try the NRSV here. Moses came down from Mount Sinai. Okay. As he came down from the mountain with the two tablets of the covenant in his hand, his one hand, I guess. Moses did not know that the skin of his face shone because he had been talking with God. Shone. Where does it say over here was radiant? Was radiant. This is a strange verse. Maybe we'll just look at this one. Let's just look at this one verse and just look at it between different translations. See if we can figure out what the heck is going on. Of course, context will always help. Like down here, we already read Aaron and the sons of Israel, seeing that the face of Moses was radiant, were afraid to approach close. So right here, so they were afraid to come near him. Aaron and all the people saw Moses' face was shining. Why do we know that his face was shining? Because up here, right, Moses came down from Mount Sinai. He had the two tablets of the covenant law in his hand, the two tablets of the covenant law. And over here, the two tablets in the CBDV, the two tablets of the testimony. If you go over to the NRSV, the two tablets of the covenant, right? Oh, right here. You can't see that very well, but there's a little F, a little note, okay? With the two tablets of the covenant, here's a little note, or a treaty, or a testimony. In Hebrew, E-D-U-T-H, Eduth. I don't know Hebrew. That's English. Trying to spell a Hebrew word. That's what they have me say. Okay, so right here, with the two tablets of the covenant, or a treaty, or a testimony. If you look over here, two tablets of the testimony, two tablets of the testimony. Look over here, CPD, the Catholic one, two tablets of the testimony. But NIRV, which is trying to explain what it means more than just straightforward translate it. The two tablets of the covenant law. The WB still says testimony. Oh no. What have they? When Moses, I saw it with my eyes, you might have already seen it. Okay. Testimony, testimony, testimony. Covenant law. Okay. Oh, covenant, which matches covenant law. But right here, covenant says or treaty or testimony. So we got testimony, we got covenant. Okay. And then over here, when Moses came down from Mount Sinai, he carried the 2 stone tablets of the agreement, capital A. What are they doing to us? The agreement. Let's go over here. Wait, what verse am I in? Exodus 34:29. Okay, LSB, New King James, New Revised Standard, Catholic Public Domain, New International Readers, World English Bible, easy to read version. Let's go over here. I click NASB, ESV, NET. So we got 7 more versions. And another Catholic right here. There's an NIV, not the NIRV. Here, okay. Here's an easy to read version, but it's called the New Living Translation. All right, CSB. Okay. All right. Exodus 34:29. Okay, Exodus 34:29. Or they'll just Exodus 34. I deleted a ton of things, so hopefully my computer goes a little faster. I say a ton, not very many, but 29. There it is. There's the subtitles. Okay, so we go over here. Got little subtitles. These, of course, are not scripture. That's the translators of this of this particular interpretation trying to help us. They're like, hey, the face of Moses shines. So right here, the shining face of Moses. So whenever we see Moses did not know the skin of his face shone, we're like, what? The skin of his face? The shining face of Moses. And maybe it helps a little bit. When Aaron and the children saw Moses, behold, the skin of his face shone, or was radiant, but over here shine. Okay, so it's kind of supposed to help us. All right, let's read it in some other versions. Let's see if any of them say agreement, capital A. If they say testimony, covenant, treaty. All right. Literal, word for word, that is, word for word to dynamic. Dynamic means they kind of change. Dynamic means changing. Okay, so they're changing it around to help us understand it better. All right. And it came about when Moses was coming down from Mount Sinai. Okay, so he must have been atop Mount Sinai. Parentheses. And the 2 tablets of the testimony were in Moses' hand as he was coming down from the mountain. That's a common thing where the Bible repeats itself as he was coming down from Mount Sinai, as he was coming down from the mountain. Moses did not know the skin of his face shone as he was coming down the mountain. That's a common thing in the Bible, repeats itself. Okay. All right, ESV. With the 2 tablets of the testimony. NET, with the 2 tablets of the testimony. NABRE, the 2 tablets of the covenant. Now, this is the Catholic version. What did the Catholic version say over here? CPDV, Catholic Public Domain Version. I think this is like New American Bible Revised, but it's Catholic. All right. Tablets of the testimony. Says one Catholic version. A Catholic version, just the Catholic Church translated. The interpreters, the super smart, scholarly people who know all about interpreting Hebrew to English, and they know all about they're smart. They're from the Catholic Church. And it's like, hey, this is for Catholics. That's all. It's just not like they have their own secret church. I mean, obviously, it's the same as the others. All right. All that was for free. Because some people are like, Catholic, no. And I'm like, come on, calm down. Okay. This Catholic version, covenant. Like this Catholic version, testimony. Here we go. When Moses, NIV, came down from Mount Sinai with the 2 tablets of the covenant law in his hands. If you look at the NIRV, he had the 2 tablets of the covenant law in his hands. Okay, covenant law. Christian Standard Bible. Christian Standard Bible. 2 tablets of the testimony. The New Living Translation. The 2 stone tablets inscribed with the terms of the covenant. Covenant law. Inscribed with the terms of the covenant. Okay. Testimony, covenant. We could go now look up, what does testimony mean? What does covenant mean? You might be thinking, well, testimony is whenever I give my thing to Jesus. Oh, covenant, that's the old new covenant. We're not really, I'm looking, like whenever I put this right below the camera, it almost looks like I'm looking at y'all at the camera. Put it in the side. There you go. No. That's not really the point of this particular topic thing, right? I was like, let's just kind of dissect the via different translations. Just look at many different translations at Exodus 29. And then with the help of, let's see. Look up here. Then the Lord, verse 27. Then the Lord said to Moses, write down these words, for in accordance with these words, I have made a covenant with you and with Israel. So he was there with the Lord. Moses was there with the Lord 40 days, 40 nights. He did not eat bread or drink water. Some miracles happening. And he wrote on God, I think, because there's a capital H. Well, I don't know. Maybe Moses did it. Maybe God. And the Lord wrote the terms of the covenant. Okay. He wrote the 10 Commandments, and he, small h, wrote the word. So that's Moses, they think, because the NIV capitalizes he for God, I believe. Spoken with, I'm looking for more he's. I don't want to get into the crazy laws. Okay, so Moses was there with the Lord for 40 days. And oh, hey, here's the Catholic, this Catholic version's subtitle. Okay. Without eating any food or drinking any water. And he wrote on the tablets the words of the covenant, the 10 Commandments. The words of the covenant, the 10 Commandments. God, I have made, this is God talking. And the Lord said to Moses, write down these words, for in accordance with these words, I have made a covenant with you. In accordance with it, I have made a covenant. So up here, covenant. Hey, the NLT, the nearly loose translation, they kind of translate it loosely. NLT, New Living Translation. Then the Lord said to Moses, write down all these instructions. Okay, write down these words, words. Instructions. Okay, the NLT, so okay, they think they're telling us that they're instructions, not just like words. Like, what's a word? The, ampersand, banana, mother's milk. Those are words, but no, these are like special words, I guess. Right? Here's a dynamic translation. Right? Everything that I have told you. So this one didn't even say words, instructions, just write everything I've told you. Right? Yahweh said to Moses, write these words. Then the Lord said to Moses, write down the words, write these words, write these words, write the words. Real quick, just so you can see what to do. Remember, this is a short and sweet one. New English translation. Exodus 34. Look at all the notes. All right. The radiant face of Moses, right there. Okay. All right. There's the mother's milk thing. Okay. The Lord said to Moses, write down these words, for in accordance with these words, I made a Once again, the preposition with adding some emphasis. I wish I'd give a description of these words. Though the 10 in Hebrew, the 10 words, though commandments is traditional. Let's see if it breaks down. Now, when Moses came down from Mount Sinai with the 2 tablets of the testimony in his hand, when he came down from the mountain, Moses did not know that the skin of his face shone while he talked with him. When Aaron and all the Israelites saw Moses, oh, wait, it's going to talk about the covenant. Maybe it does sometime down there, but all that covenant stuff is up here in these 2 verses. The NET gives lots of notes, but here it didn't really help us. Now, we have already went. You're like, BJ, you're going fast. We went from reading. Where is it at? We started reading this verse. Then we went down to kind of, then we went up here to get context. Then we looked at all these other verses. And then we went up here. Then we looked at other stuff. Yes. Bible study. BJ, I haven't learned anything. You have. Here's what you've learned. You've learned how to, if I'm in a car and I need to get from one side of the city to another, and I have to drive down an alleyway, over a bridge, I go through this parking garage for some reason. We have parking garages here in Austin. I drive down this little road here, there, and I get to the end and I go, okay, good. I'm at the other side of the city. Somebody says, did you see that building on 3rd Street? Dude, I don't know about any building. I was just trying to, now while you were driving through the city, what'd you do? You might have been like, oh, there's a parking garage. Oh, here's a bridge. How do we get over it? Oh, here, let's look at the map real quick. And then you got through it. You didn't learn anything about this, but you drove through it. Now, let's say you drove through it 3 or 4 or 5 more times. Eventually, you would start learning about things in the city. You could stop and start looking at things because you feel more comfortable now that you've driven through it at least once. If you drive through it a second, a third, or 4th time, you're at least comfortable driving through the city, kind of. You're starting to recognize the surroundings. You go, oh, hey, here's that bridge again. Oh, that parking garage. Wait, I can skip that altogether, maybe. Oh, that building on 3rd Street. I saw it this time. And why did I see it this time? Because I wasn't going, oh no, which way do I go? No. Okay. I often go hiking in trails in the woods. The first time when I get to a new place, I'm like, I'm just going to walk straight down this trail. If I hit an intersection, I'm going to take a right. If I hit an intersection, I'm going to take another right and another right. Now I'm lost. How do I get back? I turn around, I walk the same exact trail, and I just take at every intersection, I take a left and a left and a left. What happens? I get back to the beginning of the trail. Now I go back again the next day or a few days later, and I go to the same trail, and I do all the rights. I go back taking lefts. I kind of recognize more stuff. I do it again another day, and I'm like, I'll take all the rights, but and then get to the very end. Now, whenever I go to the end, I take a left. Wait, what if I explore this path? So I kind of am able to go explore that path that I haven't been down yet. I come back. Now I'm back on the main trail. And I know that if I just take a bunch of lefts, I get back to the main trail. I know that if I go straight, I hit the end of the path where I turn around, take all the lefts, I'm back in the. It's like, wait, BJ, now you're getting a little confused. Yes. I have gotten to the point at trail systems where I can take left, right, left, and I know how to get back to the beginning. And I know trees along the way. I know where it's going to dip and where it's going to climb. I say, hey, there's the water. Oh, here's where I see people usually. Oh, there's a playground and a restroom over here, if there's stuff like that. After walking through slowly and meticulously much of it. That's what we're doing here. We're driving through the city without really paying attention. We're walking through the trail, just taking lefts and then just taking rights. Now, we've done that once. If we did this with this, if we came back to this several times and read through it, we'd eventually just be able to read right through it. Zip, no problem. Then we'd be able to start studying it like we did now, but actually learning something. So first, you read through it. Second, you read through it and study it. Then you read through it. Then read through and study. Then read through it. Then read through and study over and over and over again. On about the 80th time, maybe you have it down. Yeah, it takes that long. Okay, guys. I hope that this very basic Bible topic has piqued your interest and whetted your appetite to come and learn about covenant and Catholic versions and different translations of the Bible and all that stuff. Been a whirlwind this time. All right. See y'all on the next very basic Bible. Stop recording.